Na 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 na. It's been over 26 whole years. You've been walking all around. You've been there when I was down. I'm really glad to see you now. It's been over 26 whole years. You've been walking all around. Da-da-da, da-da-da. You've been walking all around. Hello, my name is Taylor, and this is my story about The Warning. I'm making this video for the birthday of lead singer Daniela Villareal. I'll be sharing my story with The Warning and what they have meant to me in the past 2 years. It started a little bit before 2 years ago when my dad discovered the band, because my dad has been a key point in this whole adventure. When my dad and I do the dishes, we often, almost always actually, we listen to music, and sometimes you notice songs that you haven't heard before. This was the same with The Warning, and just like any other songs that I thought were good, I added them to my playlist. Over the span of a half a year, quite a few songs had stacked up in my playlist. I remember Disciple, I remember Choke, Runaway and Psychotic. I asked my dad about the band, and he suggested the new singles More and Sick that came out around that time. And he also told me he had planned a concert. He had planned to go to a concert in Haarlem in the Netherlands, and he wanted to buy VIP tickets. Now, I didn't know a lot about this band, of course, but it was one of my dad's favorite artists at that point, so I wanted to go with him. So me and my sister joined him on this journey, and we went to the concert. We actually met The Warning there, and I didn't really say much. I only said hi, because I did not know them, so I didn't have anything else to say. Now, you should know there's a bit of a sad backstory to this concert. When this concert happened at 19 April 2024, I had just quit college, and this might seem like any decision, but I had to quit because of my mental health at that point. The pressure of performing that I put on myself and a lot of other things made it so that me and my parents decided I should no longer go there. Not only this decision, but also some other things in life that I struggled with led to a very dark time for me. And so when the concert happened, I was in a really, really bad place. But that's also why I wanted to share this story. When I went to the concert, I felt something, definitely. I went there, I didn't feel good. I met the band, I didn't feel good. I mean, I was still psyched about meeting them, obviously, but I wasn't feeling very great. But then the concert happened, and I hadn't felt joy in a long time when it happened, but this time, this concert, I did feel it. I did feel that spark of joy. And my core memory of the show is the background vocals on Money for some reason, which I just still love to this day. And the facial expressions that Ali and Bermie did on the stage, it was just, it's engraved in my mind, to be honest. And after this concert, this music became a lifeline for me. The month after the concert, I listened pretty much non-stop to the music, especially when I was going to sleep. I had a really hard time sleeping. I was constantly thinking about stuff, so what did I do? I put on The Warning in my headphones. Throughout the whole night, I just listened to the music. I fell asleep during my listening sessions, and it was just playing all night. It helped because it distracted my mind. Because rock music is quite heavy, intense music, so I didn't really have room to think anything else. It just kind of knocked me out. Back in the day, they used to do a lot of footage of just them being them. They still do this with the after movies, of course. This was good for me because I could see three amazing girls interact with each other in a very human, in a very friendly way, and I hadn't seen that in forever. I really felt like this brought some hope back into me, that people can be funny, kind, silly, they can be themselves, and it's all gonna be okay. It also made me think that maybe in the end there are people for me like that. There are people that I can be friends with, there are people that I can work with, there are people that I can love that have these capacities. 2024 was also the moment that their album Keep Me Fat came out, which I streamed a lot. I think that my Spotify Wrapped 2024 was fully covered in, the top 5 was fully covered in The Warning, 4 songs of the new album. I also went to a performance in Belgium in August 2024. And later in 2025, last year, I also went to Germany. I think it was in Cologne, whatever you want to call it. I don't think I can fully express how much it has meant to me in the past. It still is music that I put on when I'm feeling alone, when I have a difficult time. It's a bit of a coping mechanism for me, especially a few songs that I can always come back to, because the fight is not really ever over, if that makes sense. Although I have to say, I'm doing way better than 2 years ago, and part of it is definitely because of The Warning. So that's why I found it important to make this video, because this can give me the chance to explain why it's so important to me, what they did for me, and just how amazing they actually are, because I'm not even exaggerating when I say it. It's really amazing. Some other ways that the band influenced my life in a very important way is to introduce me and to motivate me to do certain things that I to this day really enjoy. One of those things is drumming. As you can see behind me, here's my electronic drum set. I have a strong sense of rhythm, and I also used to tap to music a lot, which led me to think that maybe I could try the drums, because I heard from my friends who play music that for drumming you don't really need music theory. You need to know some things, but you don't really need to study the theory itself to play drums. You just look what you have to play and you tap the right part on the drum. It's I'm not saying drumming is easy, but it's easier to read, if that makes sense. I went on a tryout. I went to a family member of mine and I tried the drums, and I really enjoyed it, so we bought this drum set. So thank you, Paulina, for inspiring me. You look way too badass on the drums, so I just had to try it. That's not even a joke actually. It looks way too cool. I want to be so cool. I want to be cool like that. It's been 2 years. I've been drumming ever since. I'm a self-taught drummer, and I'm by no means the best drummer. I'm very casual. I learned a few of the warning songs, some other things as well, and I just try to enjoy it, try to put my energy into it. I really do hope that one day I will get to play on an acoustic drum, because since I can play drums, I've never touched one. So that's a goal of mine that I still need to reach somehow. Another thing that they did for me is motivate me to learn Spanish, because as I said, I watched a lot of their vlogs and personal content, but also a lot of what they say is in Spanish, and I wanted to understand it, so it motivated me to pick up Spanish again, and I've been practicing that for 2 years as well. It's been on and off for a while, but recently I've really been getting consistent in learning Spanish, and I'm not only practicing on the famous Duolingo, but I'm also listening to Spanish music and picking up as much exposure as I can in many ways, putting my games in Spanish as well. And yeah, it's really fun. It's just fun to learn it this way. In fact, I've been very curious about so many languages throughout the years. I've really discovered how much I like to communicate with other people and learn their way of communication, not only in languages but also in subtler ways. It's really interesting to me. So that's also one other thing that the warning has led me to, and I really appreciate them for that. Now, Daniela, if you're watching somehow, happy birthday. May you live a lot of more years than 26. That's my first wish. Second, enjoy your birthday. Do silly things that nobody understands that you enjoy, because that's what I would do. So that's my advice. And thank you. Just thank you so much for being there. You have no idea how much impact it had. You truly mean a lot to me. You and your sisters have meant a lot to me, and I just wanted to tell you that straight to the camera, because why not? It's the least I can do, to be fair. Where I was here in 2024, I'm now here in 2026, and maybe it will go up. Maybe the ceiling is endless, so I don't know. But this is a big gap. It's like 26 light years. No, that was a stupid joke. But yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for the viewers in general. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for listening to my story about the warning. Do you want to see more of my content? Definitely check out my channel. There is a video similar to this about my Taylor Swift journey, and a lot of more things to come. Definitely subscribe if you want to keep up to date. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.